Which principle best explains why Parliament can pass laws that override previous court decisions? A. Rule of law. B. Parliamentary sovereignty. C. Separation of powers. D. Judicial review. Answer: B. Parliamentary sovereignty means that Parliament is the supreme legal authority in the UK and can create, amend, or repeal any law, including laws that overturn earlier court judgments, while courts must apply Parliament's most recent legislation. What is the main constitutional role of the House of Lords in the UK political system? A. To initiate money bills. B. To represent the monarchy. C. To scrutinise and revise legislation. D. To appoint members of Parliament. Answer: C. The House of Lords primarily examines, revises, and suggests amendments to proposed laws, acting as a reviewing chamber that improves legislation rather than blocking the democratic will of the elected House of Commons. A UK citizen refuses jury service without a valid reason. Which principle is most directly affected? A. Freedom of speech. B. Civic responsibility. C. Equality before the law. D. Individual liberty. Answer: B. Jury service is a civic duty that supports the justice system, and refusing without valid cause undermines the shared responsibility citizens have to participate in democratic and legal processes. Why is the Prime Minister considered accountable to Parliament? A. Because the monarch appoints them. B. Because they must answer questions and maintain confidence. C. Because they control the courts. D. Because they lead the armed forces. Answer: B. The Prime Minister remains in office only while they retain the confidence of the House of Commons and must regularly answer to MPs, particularly during Prime Minister's questions, ensuring democratic accountability. Which factor most distinguishes a constitutional monarchy from an absolute monarchy? A. Presence of elections. B. Existence of political parties. C. Limits placed on monarchs' powers by law. D. Size of the armed forces. Answer: C. In a constitutional monarchy, the monarch's powers are restricted by law and democratic institutions, meaning real political authority rests with elected representatives rather than the monarch personally. What is the primary purpose of the UK Supreme Court? A. To create new laws. B. To represent Parliament internationally. C. To interpret and apply the law. D. To oversee local councils. Answer: C. The UK Supreme Court's role is to interpret legislation and ensure laws are applied consistently, acting independently from government and Parliament to uphold justice and legal clarity. Which situation best demonstrates the rule of law in practice? A. Government ignoring court rulings. B. Citizens choosing which laws to follow. C. Laws applying equally to all individuals. D. Parliament acting without debate. Answer: C. The rule of law ensures that everyone, regardless of status or position, is subject to the same laws, which are applied fairly and consistently by independent courts. Why is freedom of the press considered important in the UK? A. It entertains the public. B. It replaces parliamentary debate. C. It allows scrutiny of those in power. D. It controls public opinion. Answer: C. A free press plays a vital role in democracy by investigating, questioning, and holding government and public officials accountable, helping citizens make informed decisions. Which responsibility comes with the right to vote in UK elections? A. Mandatory party membership. B. Paying extra taxes. C. Respecting the democratic outcome. D. Serving in Parliament. Answer: C. Participating in democracy involves accepting election results even when one's preferred candidate does not win, reinforcing stability and respect for democratic processes. Why are general elections in the UK held by secret ballot? A. To speed up voting. B. To prevent voter identification. C. To protect voter freedom and reduce pressure. D. To allow government monitoring. Answer: C. Secret ballots protect voters from intimidation or influence, ensuring individuals can vote honestly according to their beliefs without fear of consequences. What is the main purpose of local councils in the UK? A. To enforce national laws. B. To To manage defence and foreign policy. C. To provide local services and representation. D. To supervise Parliament. Answer: C. Local councils are responsible for delivering community services such as housing, education support, waste collection, and planning, reflecting local needs and priorities. Which historical document first limited the power of the English monarchy? A. Bill of Rights 1689. B. Magna Carta. C. Act of Settlement. D. Reform Act. Answer: B. The Magna Carta of 1215 established the principle that the monarch is subject to the law, laying the foundation for legal rights and limitations on royal authority. Why is tolerance of different beliefs considered a core British value? A. It reduces taxation. B. It eliminates disagreement. C. It supports peaceful coexistence in a diverse society. D. It limits religious practice. Answer: C. Tolerance allows people of different backgrounds, faiths, and opinions to live together respectfully, promoting social harmony and mutual understanding in a multicultural society. Which institution is responsible for managing UK public finances? A. Supreme Court. B. Bank of England. C. Local councils. D. Police services. Answer: B. The Bank of England manages monetary policy, controls inflation, and ensures financial stability, playing a crucial role in maintaining the country's economic health. What is the primary role of the Cabinet? A. To pass laws. B. To advise the monarch privately. C. To make major government decisions. D. To supervise courts. Answer: C. The Cabinet consists of senior ministers who collectively decide government policy and direction, coordinating the work of different departments. Which right is protected by UK law but may be limited to protect others? A. Right to protest. B. Right to taxation. C. Right to jury service. D. Right to military service. Answer: A. The right to protest is protected but can be restricted to maintain public order, safety, and the rights of others, balancing freedom with responsibility. Why is equal treatment under the law essential in the UK justice system? A. It simplifies court procedures. B. It strengthens political parties. C. It ensures fairness and public trust. D. It reduces government spending. Answer: C. Equal treatment ensures justice is impartial, preventing discrimination and maintaining confidence in legal institutions and democratic values. Which action best reflects active citizenship in the UK? A. Avoiding political discussion. B. Obeying laws and engaging in community life. C. Relying solely on government services. D. Refusing civic duties. Answer: B. Active citizenship involves following laws, contributing to society, participating in community activities, and respecting democratic processes. Why does the UK have an independent judiciary? A. To support government policies. B. To protect the monarch. C. To ensure fair trials without political influence. D. To create legislation. Answer: C. Judicial independence ensures judges make decisions based solely on law and evidence, free from pressure by government or other powerful interests. What is the main reason the UK encourages integration rather than assimilation? A. To remove cultural identity. B. To promote economic competition. C. To allow shared values while respecting diversity. D. To limit migration. Answer: C. Integration allows individuals to maintain their cultural identity while embracing shared laws, values, and responsibilities, strengthening unity within a diverse society. Why does the UK require members of Parliament to represent constituencies? A. To strengthen the monarchy. B. To ensure local interests are represented nationally. C. To reduce the number of political parties. D. To centralize government authority. Answer: B. Constituency representation ensures that local communities have a direct voice in national decision-making, allowing MPs to raise regional concerns in Parliament and balance national policies with local needs. Which responsibility best reflects the expectation placed on UK residents, not only citizens. A. Standing for Parliament. B. Jury service. C. Respecting UK laws. D. Voting in general elections. Answer: C. All residents in the UK are expected to obey the law regardless of citizenship status, ensuring public order, fairness, and mutual respect within society. What is the main reason the UK separates powers between Parliament, government, and courts? A. To speed up lawmaking. B. To prevent abuse of power. C. To strengthen political parties. D. To reduce public spending. Answer: B. Separation of powers prevents any single institution from becoming too powerful by dividing responsibilities, ensuring accountability, balance, and protection of democratic rights. Which action best demonstrates freedom of expression within UK law? A. Spreading hate speech. B. Criticizing government policies peacefully. C. Refusing to obey laws. D. Disrupting court proceedings. Answer: B. Freedom of expression allows individuals to express opinions, including criticism of government, as long as it does not incite hatred, violence, or break the law. Why does the UK have regular general elections? A. To support the monarchy. B. To allow citizens to remove ineffective governments. C. To appoint judges. D. To change the constitution automatically. Answer: B. Regular elections allow voters to hold governments accountable by renewing or withdrawing their mandate, ensuring democratic legitimacy and responsiveness. Which institution has the final authority to approve UK government spending? A. The Prime Minister. B. The Cabinet. C. The House of Commons. D. The Supreme Court. Answer: C. The House of Commons controls public finances and must approve taxation and government spending, reflecting its role as the elected body representing taxpayers. Why is volunteering considered a positive contribution to UK society? A. It replaces government services. B. It is legally required. C. It strengthens communities and social responsibility. D. It guarantees citizenship. Answer: C. Volunteering builds social cohesion, supports vulnerable groups, and reflects shared responsibility, contributing to stronger and more connected communities. Which statement best explains why the UK does not have a single written constitution? A. Laws never change. B. Parliament lacks authority. C. Constitutional principles are drawn from multiple sources. D. Courts control government. Answer: C. The UK Constitution is based on statutes, conventions, court judgments, and historical documents, allowing flexibility while maintaining core democratic principles. Why are courts expected to give reasons for their judgments? A. To influence Parliament. B. To educate the public legally. C. To ensure transparency and fairness. D. To create new laws. Answer: C. Providing reasons for decisions promotes transparency, allows appeals, and builds public trust by showing judgments are based on law and evidence. What is the primary purpose of citizenship ceremonies in the UK? A. To test political knowledge. B. To celebrate legal status and shared values. C. To register voters. D. To swear loyalty to Parliament. Answer: B. Citizenship ceremonies formally welcome new citizens while reinforcing shared values, responsibilities, and commitment to the UK. Which behaviour most clearly violates the principle of mutual respect? A. Peaceful protest. B. Lawful disagreement. C. Discrimination against others. D. Political debate. Answer: C. Discrimination undermines equality and respect by unfairly treating individuals based on protected characteristics, conflicting with core British values. Why is an independent media important during elections? A. To promote political parties. B. To influence voting outcomes. C. To provide information and scrutiny. D. To replace Parliament. Answer: C. Independent media informs voters, examines political claims, and holds candidates accountable, supporting informed democratic participation. Which situation best illustrates accountability in government? A. Ministers refusing questions. B. Courts creating policies. C. Ministers resigning after serious failure. D. Parliament ignoring public opinion. Answer: C. Ministerial resignation after failure demonstrates accountability by accepting responsibility for actions or outcomes under their authority. Why does the UK protect religious freedom? A. To control belief systems. B. To eliminate religion. C. To allow individuals to practice or not practice beliefs. D. To promote one faith. Answer: C. Religious freedom allows people to follow their beliefs or none at all without fear, supporting tolerance and individual liberty. Which factor most contributes to social cohesion in the UK? A. Uniform cultural identity. B. Shared laws and responsibilities. C. Economic competition. D. Political disagreement. Answer: B. Social cohesion is strengthened when individuals share common legal frameworks and responsibilities while respecting diversity. Why are public consultations sometimes held before major policy changes? A. To delay decisions. B. To replace elections. C. To gather public input and perspectives. D. To reduce government authority. Answer: C. Public consultations allow government to consider views from citizens and stakeholders, improving policy effectiveness and democratic engagement. Which right allows UK citizens to challenge government decisions in court? A. Parliamentary privilege. B. Judicial review. C. Royal prerogative. D. Cabinet responsibility. Answer: B. Judicial review allows courts to examine whether government actions are lawful, ensuring decisions follow legal and procedural standards. Why is paying taxes considered a civic responsibility? A. It funds political parties. B. It supports public services and infrastructure. C. It guarantees voting rights. D. It replaces volunteering. Answer: B. Taxes fund essential services such as healthcare, education, and transport, supporting the functioning and well-being of society. Which action best supports democratic participation beyond voting? A. Avoiding civic discussion. B. Engaging in community groups. C. Refusing public duties. D. Ignoring local issues. Answer: B. Community involvement strengthens democracy by encouraging dialogue, cooperation, and collective problem-solving at local levels. What is the primary expectation of individuals granted UK citizenship? A. Political neutrality. B. Cultural uniformity. C. Respect for laws, values, and responsibilities. D. Permanent residence only. Answer: C. Citizenship carries the expectation that individuals respect UK laws, uphold democratic values, and fulfill responsibilities while contributing positively to society.